Hey, it's Dan from SpareTireRunning.com, and there is something on my camera. I don't know what that's going on. But anyways, I'm out here for a nice recovery walk, and I was just thinking to myself, I'm on some trails. You know, I kind of like trails. It kind of goes back to my route of probably cross-country running in high school and stuff. And so I'm walking down this trail, and I come to this tree. This massive tree blocking my path. Man, that makes me mad. Somebody will have to come out here. Eventually they'll come out here and cut it up and get it off the trail, because this is technically, this part of this trail is a high school's cross-country course that I ran not too long ago, last summer. So they'll want to get this taken. But man, that is a huge tree. Let's see. I mean, it's coming up to my shoulder, so it's probably about 5 feet in width. And you can see over here, it just gave away in the ground. There's a nice big hole up in there. During one of these rains, it must have washed away. So I'm going to keep walking. I'll catch you guys in a second. So I found another way to get onto the path past that blockage, but as you can see me moving so slowly here, there's actually a not as big but a tree. Watch your head, because it's right there. That's amazingly low. So whoever runs this cross-country course will have to get out here and do some work before fall comes. Clean some of this stuff up. I'm sure they will, or they'll have the city come out here and just clean this up, because they like to keep some of these paths nice and in good shape for walkers and runners and bikes. So let's see what else we can find. All right, I don't know if I'm ever going to get this walk completed, just because of those down trees, and I don't remember this last time when I came through here, but I'm going to show you in a second. I'm trying to get my walk in before rains start to come. It rained this morning. This afternoon was beautiful. There are rain clouds coming in pretty strong right now, so I'm trying to get everything done. But how many trails can say they have one of these electrical stuff out here? There's even a telephone pole. Now, it's a little interesting to see and know, because this is kind of where this telephone pole, and it must be not necessarily telephone, but electricity pole for this electricity here. And my guess is it's this Heinz Drive has Christmas lights. If you look on one of my videos, I kind of show one of those lights once, but they have the Christmas lights every year, and I'm guessing that is the power to one of the lights extractions that they have out on the drive. So it's just kind of funny that you're out in this middle. You know, there's some cars back over there on Heinz Drive, but we're pretty much isolated in this little trail area, and you come across that. It's kind of like some of these trails I run, I see like manhole covers. Usually I see another tree that was a little low. See a lot of rocks, like huge rocks in different areas, and I'm always wondering why there's those rocks there, and thinking, well, maybe one time that's where cars were allowed to drive up to, and so forth. I really want to dive into some of the history of some of these trails and pathways that must have been just huge back in the 60s and 70s, I'm guessing. Looking at some of the buildings that they have and the way that they're created and stuff, I'm guessing 60s, maybe early 70s is when it was really a huge area to be at and party and adventure at. So we're going to keep going and see what else we find. Alright, I just want to take you a second to see what I'm doing and I'm getting myself into. I'm talking about those rain clouds. Right there, it doesn't look too bad, but as I turn over here, it starts getting a little bit darker and a little bit more scarier. Hopefully I can get this done before it starts downpouring. I have done this before where I've been in the middle of a run and it just downpours. It's not fun, especially if it's not a race. It's just kind of training and stuff. So I'm going to try to speed it up a little bit and get a little bit more done quicker, as fast as possible. Alright guys, I am still trying to get all this done. Actually, it's not too bad. If you can see, the clouds are kind of moving that direction a little bit. There's some lightness coming up from behind. But I want to take you another second here to look at these weird things that I'm finding out in the middle of some of these trails. If you look here, I don't know what I mean, it's concrete. I know what that is, and it's a metal railing there. But why? Why is that there? I don't know. Oh, let's take a look. There's a trail right here. It's not a well trail. It must have been. I'm kind of worried about poison ivy now. It must be for when the flood, when the river kind of, because if you look straight across there, it's like the same thing as this one. So the river must have been that big. Maybe there was a bridge at one time there. I'm not sure. I don't know, guys. If you do know, let me know in the comments what that is. I really appreciate it. Alright, moving on. Alright guys, dark clouds are above me. There are some back there that's lighting it up, but it is starting to drizzle a little bit. So I'm going to go walking back towards the east to hopefully stay in front of the major showers that is coming in these clouds. We'll see if I can do it, because I don't really want to run today. My shins are hurting a little bit. My calves are hurting a little bit. My legs are hurting a little bit. And this was just to be a nice recovery walk. It might be coming into a run for the hills, really fast walk. Alright guys, good news, bad news. Good news, majority of the dark clouds is going to the north of me. Bad news is I'm still getting some residual rain, and it's starting to come down on top of me more than a sprinkle. I'm still walking to the east to try to stay in front of it before it comes down a lot harder. It is getting a little bit more windy out, so I need to watch my hat. Make sure it doesn't fly off. I mean, if you look, it looks nice there. So we'll see. We'll see if I can stay as dry as possible. Alright. I think I'm in the clear. I'm back on this regular pathway. Still heading east. Most of the clouds are gone over. There's still some little dark clouds, but nothing major. So we're going to keep going. Alright guys. Whew. We got a little less than a half a mile to go. Finishing this recovery unique walk up. I didn't even get to talk about what I wanted to talk about today. I'll have to go down that trail sometimes, really. But didn't get to talk about what I wanted to talk about today. I had some things on my mind I wanted to share with you guys and just chit-chat a little bit. But with all that craziness of different things, I'll have to wait for another day. Tomorrow I have a class that I have to sit for 7 hours on fingerprinting. Hopefully I'll be able to get in a couple miles tomorrow. Usually tomorrow's my long run day, 7.5 miles. Not sure if I'll be able to do that. Maybe a couple, 3 miles. We'll see though. Getting out of breath right now from up that hill. But check out our Patreon page. Subscribe to us. We appreciate all the love that everybody gives the Spare Tire Running Club, which is one of the things I wanted to talk about today, but I'll save that for another day. And check out the videos. Always a good thing to do. So with that, every step counts.